Top Lists, the top video channel. Want to see more videos? Subscribe to Top Lists for more insight, and don't forget to hit like to support us. Keep tuning in. What if the monsters of your nightmares were not under your bed but rather in a lab coat? This chilling thought is all too real when we delve into the dark side of science, where the pursuit of knowledge becomes a horrifying journey into the abyss. Throughout history, there have been tales of scientists who, consumed by their curiosity, have crossed ethical boundaries with chilling consequences. From the shadowy corners of the Middle Ages to the fluorescents of modern laboratories, the chronicles of science are stained with instances of unspeakable horrors. These are not mere stories spun from the threads of imagination, but real events that have unfolded in the cold, sterile confines of research facilities. Each tale is a chilling reminder of humanity's capacity for darkness, when the thirst for knowledge overpowers compassion and ethics. Now, prepare yourself as we delve into the first terrifying tale of scientific horror. Our journey begins in the early 20th century, a time when science was just beginning to explore the boundaries of human biology. It was a period of exciting discoveries, but also one of haunting shadows, cast by a group of scientists whose thirst for knowledge overstepped the bounds of ethics. These pioneers of dread, driven by curiosity and ambition, began conducting experiments that would today be deemed unthinkable. They toyed with the fundamental building blocks of life, treating human beings not as individuals with rights and dignity, but as mere specimens for their grotesque studies. Their blatant disregard for human life and safety sent shivers down the spine of ethical science. From live dissections to mind control attempts, these early scientists carried out their work behind closed doors, away from the prying eyes of society. But their deeds would not remain hidden forever. These early scientists set a chilling precedent, but as we move forward in time, the experiments only become more horrifying. As we move into the mid-20th century, the experiments intensify, pushed by the desperation of war and the pursuit of power. At the heart of this age of atrocities, a new group of unscrupulous scientists emerged, their ambitions fueled by advancements in technology and a shocking disregard for ethical boundaries. Their experiments, often conducted under the cloak of war, were more advanced, more dangerous, and caused an unimaginable amount of suffering. Take, for example, the grim work of Dr. Victor. Armed with a scalpel and an unholy curiosity, he conducted a series of gruesome surgeries, all without the use of anesthesia. His subjects, innocent men and women, were subjected to his cruel curiosity, their screams echoing through the sterile halls of his clandestine laboratory. Then there was Dr. Helena, a brilliant mind twisted by her insatiable thirst for knowledge. She subjected her subjects to a cocktail of dangerous drugs, observing their reactions with clinical detachment. The side effects were often devastating, leading to permanent physical and psychological damage. Amidst the chaos of the era, the lack of ethical oversight was startling. These scientists operated in the shadows, their heinous deeds hidden from the public eye. Their subjects, often plucked from war-torn streets or lured by false promises, had little recourse. They were human guinea pigs, their lives sacrificed on the altar of scientific curiosity. Yet despite the horrors they inflicted, these scientists were rarely held accountable. Their names, their deeds were swept under the rug, their victims forgotten. They continued their work, their reputations untarnished, their consciences seemingly unscathed. The age of atrocities may have ended, but the legacy of these evil scientists continues to cast a long and dark shadow. This era, marred by a shocking disregard for human life, serves as a chilling reminder of science's potential for harm when wielded without ethics. It's a dark chapter in the annals of scientific history, one that we must never forget, lest we repeat the same mistakes. In the present day, the face of evil has changed, but the horrific experiments continue. The modern monsters of our time, these evil scientists, have traded in their lab coats for sleek suits, their dingy basements for high-tech laboratories. Yet, their intentions remain as dark as ever. As we move further into the 21st century, the scale and sophistication of their experiments have grown exponentially, fueled by relentless technological advancements. Advanced technology has opened up new frontiers for these scientists. Genetic manipulation, cybernetic enhancements, and artificial intelligence are no longer the stuff of science fiction. They're real, and they're being used in ways that cross ethical boundaries. The experiments are no longer confined to the shadows. They've become global, reaching across continents and affecting millions. Take, for instance, the group of scientists who, in recent years, have been tinkering with our very genetic code. Using a revolutionary technology known as CRISPR, they've begun to edit the genes of human embryos, potentially altering the course of human evolution. The consequences of such tampering are unknown, yet they proceed without hesitation. In another corner of the globe, a clandestine collective of neuroscientists are experimenting with mind control techniques. Using advanced neuroimaging and AI algorithms, they're attempting to decode our thoughts, dreams, and even control our actions. The implications are chilling, to say the least. Across the world, these modern monsters are conducting experiments that challenge the very essence of what it means to be human. Yet despite the alarming nature of these activities, regulation remains woefully inadequate. Governments struggle to keep up with the pace of scientific progress, and in many cases, ethical considerations are sidelined in the quest for innovation. Today's evil scientists may be more hidden, but their experiments are just as horrifying, if not more so. As we peer into the murky depths of their laboratories, we're forced to confront a chilling reality. The monsters of the past have evolved, and they are more dangerous than ever before. As we reflect on these chilling tales of scientific horror, one question remains: how far is too far? The ethical abyss that we now find ourselves peering into raises a multitude of questions. In our relentless pursuit of knowledge and progress, have we allowed our moral compass to erode? In the name of science, have we forsaken the very essence of humanity? The balance between scientific progress and human rights is a delicate one, teetering on the edge of a precipice. It's a dance of power and responsibility, one that demands our utmost attention and care. We invite you to take a moment to consider your own stance on these issues. Where do you draw the line? What is the cost of progress? And is it a price we're willing to pay? In the quest for knowledge, we must never forget our humanity, for without it, we risk becoming the monsters we fear. Top Lists, the Top Video channel. Want to see more videos? Subscribe to Top Lists for more insight, and don't forget to hit like to support us. Keep tuning in.